call this council meeting to order and start with a roll call.
Alderperson Robinson, Hurt,
Present.
Here.
Maynard,
Here.
Swanson,
Here.
Parker,
Here.
Poulos,
Here.
Healy,
Here.
and Mayor Tomes.
Here.
We will need to vote Alderman Robinson in so he can attend remotely. So we will need a motion and a second after I read the exception. So per 5 ILCS 127, if a quorum of the members of the public body is physically present, a majority of the public body may allow a member of that body to attend the meeting remotely. And one of the reasons is for illness.
Move to allow Alderperson Robinson to participate remotely.
Second. Move to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
Aye.
Poulos,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
and Robinson.
Good deal. Thank you. All right. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. All right. Item number 5 is public comment. We have several people that have signed up. And is it Preston? Yes. Yes, sir. You have 5 minutes. Hang on here.
My name is Preston Muhammad, and this is my wife, Gerald Constance. We reside at 1116 4th Avenue here in Rock Island. We've lived there for 21 years. And we're here this evening to appeal to the conscience of the council members. We have applied to purchase a vacant lot, which is right next to our property, and it has been turned down. The gentleman, I think it's Mr. Osing, gave us the reason being that we had excessive complaints. Now, we have said that we would like in the purchase to continue the gardening that we started years back. We don't have the time to go into everything that has happened, but I do want to say that you have this in your memorandum number 9, and all of the most everything is skewed and it's not true. And I'm not casting aspersions at the zoning manager, Mr. Osing, because I understand he's just got here a couple of years ago. These items took place, these incidents took place, I would say over 8 years ago. Okay, we started gardening in our backyard in 2007. Then in 2009, from 2009 to 2015, we became a part of the Rock Island City Garden Program. We have won several awards. It's in the record. We have not had not one citation as far as our neat and gardening and how we're handling our garden. We have been an advantage to the community. We had several families to come onto the gardening program. We participated with the gardening programs in the various neighborhoods. Let's see, what is that neighborhood? It's Broadway and Longview. And we had set up our own program with those who were in our neighborhood to become interested in gardening. And we even had a program at the King Center, and it was well attended by the mayor and and other folks. And so here's what we're trying to get over as quickly as possible. Um, we participated in the gardening program for 6 years without incident. The citations that we received, now this is the whole thing that we're talking about here, is that we never received one citation during the 6 years. And you'll see in the package that we sent you today, I know you didn't have probably time to read it, but you'll see the citations. You'll see a letter of support from Mary Chapel, who opened up a way for a whole bunch of people in the Rock Island community to be gardeners. Okay, and we are probably her best students. At any rate, the citations came after they had pushed us out of the garden. And they pushed us out of the garden because I think it's economic development wanted to go another way with the vacant lots. I think they said they had about 65 to 70 vacant lots that they really wanted to unload because of the tax burden on the city. And so therefore, we're not going to, we're going to, just do away with the garden program. Okay. Now, here's the catcher. We were not just on one lot, we were on two, actually 4 lots. We had under cultivation an acre of land. Okay. And so what we were doing was we were really serious about it. We had people that were farmers out in Coyne Center and other parts of this Rock Island County to come and help us. Now, we were serious about it, and we still are serious about it. And so we are here just to appeal to you folks to let us go forward and purchase that lot. Now, that's right next to our house. And I will say that that lot, that's where we started. And just to give you an idea, we had people that grew up on farms. We were serious. We had to turn the soil, but what happened was there was big slabs of concrete that we had to remove at our own expense. A gentleman that had brought out his this tractor, he brought it out from his farm out in the county area, and he broke his tractor twice because of the concrete that he was trying to help us to turn the soil. So what we did, we studied it, we consulted with Mary Chapel and others, and they said, well, why don't you just go raised bed? And so we did raised bed gardening, okay? And it was successful. I wish we had time to show you all of the beautiful pictures and from all of the awards that we had, but we don't. And we don't want to take up too much more time. But I wanted to say that we have a citation policy. The citation was that we got recently was because I parked my car on the front yard. Now, I've lived there 21 years, and nobody ever said I couldn't park my car in the front yard. Now, I began to become suspicious.
You got about 1 minute left, sir.
Okay, let me hurry. I became suspicious because across the street from me, there's 9 cars parked on the yard. You see? Now, we can go into this at another time. It's spelled out in the email that has been sent to you. And so what we just want to do is appeal to you that we are upstanding folks. Every one of these simple citations, they don't carry the weight from the work that we did and put in on the acres of 4 or 5 lots that we did. They don't carry that weight because they really were frivolous. They were not serious enough. And we own up to whatever you tell us and accuse us of or whatever. If we're guilty, we're going to say we're guilty. But I know one thing, that it will never happen again. But I'm telling you that we are, upstanding citizens here in the city of Rock Island, and we continue to be that, and we're going to be that. And so I'm just hoping that you all will see past whatever. And here's the deal. The folks, I don't blame them for whatever it is. They got a job to do, but they just didn't know. And here's my kicker. They never called us. They never inquired, well, what happened with this? They just made an arbitrary decision, and we said that that's not fair. And we just want to buy that. Nobody ever said that we were not qualified. Nobody asked us if we had bad credit, if we did this. So anyway.
Okay, your wife, did she want to speak?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Not as much. He's the wise one. First, the way I'm dressed right now, this is the softer little girl part of me. When I work in the garden, I have on farmer clothes. It's that real. But I use my mind to give back. The result of the work we did on that beautiful, beautiful spread of urban gardening was so unusual and beautiful that people were coming from across the water, not the big one, but the little one, from Davenport and from other states because their relatives on holiday would tell them about what they were seeing. It was extraordinary. The raised beds were, people asked us, are those coffins? They were that high. There was a reason for it. I don't really want to do all that bending. I'm not doing that. So we made them high enough like a table so that we could work each mound, and we're talking about an acre of that beauty. You have in the package that were sent via email the pictures taken in January and March. In January, there's still snow on the ground. So you see what it looks like from my top window with the picture I took. It's extraordinary. But when you get closer with the picture, you'll see piles of twigs and leaves, our rain barrels, orderly, because we had a chance to get that done at the end of the gardening season. There's a picture in your package from the city that shows a corner with some blue rain barrels and a pile of twigs. That's all you see, no context. So I'm saying to you that I'm the context. I don't play, and I'm a girl, and glad to be. I'm not having a mess around me. It's not happening. When you see the whole context, you see these amazing orderly rows and of raised mounds. You see golden pathways between them. In fact, there's an officer here who's been out there. The police person came and she wanted to have a tour, so I took her around, and she said, "This is soft because we have straw on the ground. It's beautiful. It's a woman's touch, but it's a farmer's job." So I'm here to say, please give us a chance to do what we did before. We brought honor to the city. We brought beauty to the city. We uplifted our neighborhood. People came by at the very beginning when we were doing the work that wasn't beautiful. It's just work, to say thank you. I didn't even know the person. Thank you for bringing beauty to our neighborhood. And I didn't even know what he was talking about because I'm nose to the ground. I'm using the rake and the hoe, and I'm busy. I'm moving straw. I'm planting seeds. I'm talking to birds and cats and worms and what have you. So I didn't realize what we were doing because it was a Garden of Eden. It was a faith garden, and it looked like it. So we have evidence. You have more evidence than we do because it was this city that gave us the recognition 4 times over the 6 years. So I'm just asking you, please, let me go back to work. I'm a doula. I'm a spiritual midwife, ex-corporate executive, banker, auditor. But I love being out there, digging in the ground, making beautiful things happen, and sharing it with the neighborhood. So please, consider the package we gave you. It's a lot to read, but it's very pointed. That counters the negativity that was laid out with the positivity that was the actual facts. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you to do the right thing. And if it's no, that's the right thing. If it's yes, thank you. You do the right thing.
Thank you very much.
Any questions
Appreciate
that you might have once you read that information, we'll be happy to oblige. Yes.
Very good. Thank you very much. Next up is Jack Cohen.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, City staff. My name is Jack Cullen. I'm the Executive Director of the Rock Island Downtown Alliance, and it is my privilege to speak with you all tonight. I'm here to provide a couple updates on some upcoming events in the downtown, as well as to show some support for some items that are on tonight's City Council agenda. For starters, this Thursday is Coffee with the Cop downtown. The Rock Island Downtown Alliance is partnering with the Rock Island Police Department for a Coffee with the Cop event at the QC Coffee and Pancake House, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Thursday. We're excited about this one in particular, as we've had a strong partnership with Rock Island PD over the past several months. But on Thursday, we will be unveiling the new Rock Island PD UTV, or four-wheeler, that will be used to patrol downtown provide enhanced community building patrol in the downtown, as well as other areas, I'm sure, throughout the city. But that was a joint effort. The Downtown Alliance contributed some funds to help purchase the new UTV, so that will be on site at the Coffee with a Cop event this Thursday. So hope to see many of you there. Also, spooky season is officially upon us. The haunted attractions in downtown kick off this Friday. Most folks are aware of the Terror at Skellington Manor, as well as the Shock House, Haunted House at the QCCA Expo Center. And this season, on October 12th and 13th, the Downtown Alliance is excited to present Back from the Dead, which is a fun promotion to highlight the different spooky activities that we have in the downtown, as well as provide free trolley service to both of those haunted attractions, as well as some other exciting spooky and not so spooky activities in the downtown that weekend. So stay tuned. The official announcement is coming this Thursday, but there's not another city council meeting ahead of October 12th and 13th. And so I wanted to make sure you were all aware of that event that is coming. In addition, wanted to share with council and the mayor that the Rock Island Downtown Alliance is extremely excited and supportive of the item on the agenda tonight, that is to support businesses in the core Rebuild Downtown project area to support businesses that are affected by construction. We're obviously all excited about the long-term benefits that this project has for downtown. It's the single largest investment in downtown's public infrastructure in a generation, but it has been hard on the businesses that are in the core of our downtown, affected by the construction that's happening. So just wanted to voice our support for that, as well as for a couple of other items on the agenda. The exploration of a downtown TIF feasibility study. This is, if a downtown TIF were to be reestablished, this is another tool in the economic development toolbox, as well as another tool for more infrastructure improvements in the downtown in the future. So we are excited about that measure as well. In addition, as part of the Rebuild Downtown project, the purchase of vendor stalls from Rock Island Business Crawford Company is a very exciting component of the Rebuild Downtown project. Those vendor stalls initially are designed to launch in Arts Alley as part of a holiday pop-up market, but is part of a larger retail strategy in the downtown that we're excited to be part of. So thank you for the opportunity to share some thoughts with you all ahead of the official meeting.
Thank you very much, Jack. Good news. Appreciate it. All right, item number 6.
Proclamation declaring September 24th, 2024 as Courtney Lindsay Day in the city of Rock Island. Whereas Courtney Lindsay is a 2018 graduate from Rock Island High School when he was named the 2018 Metro All-Star Player of the Year for boys track and field while setting numerous records as a Rock. Whereas Courtney Lindsay attended Iowa Central Community College, where he earned several junior college All-American honors and lowered his 100-meter and 200-meter personal best before transferring to Texas Tech University. Whereas while at Texas Tech University, Courtney competed in the 2023 NCAA Outdoor Championships, claiming the 100-meter with his first sub-10 time of his career. And whereas Courtney Lindsay was selected to be part of the U.S. men's 4x100-meter relay for the 2024 World Athletics Relays held in May 2024 in the Bahamas, and whereas Courtney Lindsay was selected and competed as the during the U.S. track and field team trials at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon in June of 2024, where he advanced to the 200-meter finals and placed 6th overall. Whereas Courtney Lindsay competed in the 2024 Paris Olympics on the U.S. men's track team 4x100-meter men's relay, and whereas Courtney Lindsay deserves recognition for his outstanding leadership and dedication.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, September 24th, 2024 as Courtney Lindsay Day in the City of Rock Island. I'd like to have the family, I know his mother's here, and family and friends, or whoever wants to come up, but we'll do a little photo. And then if you wish to say something, you're more than welcome. say anything you wish, but congratulations. Well done.
I just want to say thank you, everyone, for this. He appreciated it. He's very happy about it, and just thank you so much.
Okay. Item number 7, update Rock Island. We have a couple items here. Thursday Night Groove continues in Schrebert Riverfront Park. Come enjoy free music by the favorite local band For Those About to Yacht. This Thursday, September 26th, Rock Island Park Concessions and Bent River Brewery opened at 6 p.m. and the concert begins at 7 p.m. Bring a lawn chair and get ready to have some fun. Banned Books Week. Celebrate the freedom to read this week during Banned Books Week at the Rock Island Public Library, Watts Middletown Branch at 2715 30th Street. And a readout will be held on Tuesday, September 24th, beginning at 5:30 p.m. with refreshments and continues with live public reading from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. of challenged or banned works. Attendees may come to read or just listen. Help Rock Island celebrate big anniversary. The 50th anniversary of the Southwest Library Branch and Fire Station will be held Wednesday, September 25th from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come to 9010 Richwood Road and enjoy cake, refreshments, activities, tours, and library scavenger hunt, and a firefighter story time. Fill the boot for a good cause. The Rock Island Firefighters Association, IAFF, Local 26, will hold their annual Fill the Boot fundraiser campaign for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Look for firefighters at the intersections of 30th Street and 18th Avenue on Friday, October 4th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, October 5th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Sunday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. City Open House. The first annual City Open House will be held on Saturday, October 5th from noon to 3 on 5th Avenue between 13th and 15th Streets. Get a first-hand look inside the police and fire department's vehicles, climb up inside one of the city's new snowplows, and take behind-the-scenes tours of the police and fire stations. Come meet your elected and city officials while learning about what different city departments do. So come have fun. And that wraps that up. Item number 8.
Passage of ordinances and resolutions A through C.
Move to adopt the resolutions and consider suspend the rules and pass the ordinance.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 9.
Ordinances, first readings. A, report from the Community Development Department regarding an application from Shahid Mohammed and Jarrell Webster to purchase city-owned property at 11 24th Avenue for $647 plus closing costs. First reading.
Motion to approve the property sale.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
Yes. So community gardens, urban gardens has been a real big issue for me since I've been on council. I'm kind of disgusted that we're bringing up this information about this particular garden where Mr. Muhammad is more like the blueprint of how the garden should be throughout our community. The raised garden beds is a wonderful look, and it's very neat and clean throughout the growing and even the whole season. I have an issue with the gardens we currently have right now, which surround my house. They are unorganized, they are messy, and they are always an issue after the growing season. I don't see us doing anything with those particular gardens, but we're having an issue with this one. I have a big issue with that. And I know we had these discussions before with the community gardens or the urban gardens we currently have right now. We have quite a few that are unorganized in my behalf, or in my view, and my constituents' view. We have no idea what's being grown there. We have no idea the layout. They don't follow the layout as described in the paperwork. But we have done nothing to prevent this. Every year, year after year, we continue to say that we're going to fix this, and we don't, and we continue to have the same situation over and over again. Mr. Muhammad is correct. I've seen some of the gardens over in Iowa in Davenport that mimic his exact same layout, the same format with the raised flower beds. It gives a nice, clean, appropriate look for a garden. So I really have a big issue with how we're approaching this situation. Hopefully that we do pass this and allow them to continue on with the success that they've done for years past throughout our city.
Good. Thank you. Anybody other comments?
Yeah, I got a quick question here. There was a comment made by the gentleman that, do you own the property next door?
No, we've been renting.
Okay, when you said
property for
our
21
home,
years,
I was
but
under,
it's our home,
Okay.
and it's not that we could not. We've offered to purchase the property, but he wouldn't sell. But because we were doing the garden work or whatever, we decided to stay there and work it, and hopefully that we would be able to go back again and pick up where we left off. And so that's been the real issue that and in fact, I found out maybe about a year ago that we were told that the city wanted to move away from gardening. They wanted to have low housing built. So we were told about this, and we were asked to put in an offer. So I put in an offer, and at the time, it was considerably higher than what we're paying now. It was like the first lot that we're talking about now, they wanted maybe $1,200. The second lot that we were paying $1 a year for, which is at 1124, they wanted near $1,700. So we were willing at that time to pay that because that's how much we were really into this process. They rejected it and said they said that we're not going to sell it to you because you don't own the property that you live on. Okay. I found out later, years later, that if I had have gotten the person that owns the property to just sign off on it, we could have got it for pretty much nothing. So this leads me to believe that something else is going on. Okay. And so we worked real hard to get to where we were, to do the things that we did do. And we'll continue to do that. We just need the opportunity. We're not begging anybody. We're not, and any times that if we're making a mistake, then we know the city will, come in and correct us, and we're open to correction because this is a learning curve. And this is one of the things that I found out is that the building inspectors were placed over at a certain point over the supervising of the gardens. That was a mistake in my judgment because the building inspectors knew nothing about gardening, knew nothing about it at all. So they're pretty heavy-handed. We end up, bumping heads, which I regret, but there was a lot of problems because they didn't understand the nature of what was going on, that we were trying to do. And they thought that they were looking at a mess, but they weren't looking at a mess. They were looking at the latest in innovations in terms of gardening. So, but anyway, I don't want to.
Okay, thank you.
Because I could talk.
Any other questions?
yeah, I do. So I guess when these citations, and maybe Miles can answer this, so when citations were given out, they were obviously not given out to the lessee, more to the owner of the property was given the citation since they're the owner of the property, or who gets the citation there?
Citations are delivered to the owner of record.
Okay, so yes, he did not personally get the citation. It was delivered to the owner of record, correct?
Through mail, yes.
Well, but we did get citations. Now, this was the problem, that there was a citation that was sent to the owner of record, And sometimes, because he's from Mexico, sometimes we wouldn't get it. Then we'd get a second citation to come into us. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion. But just to clear this up, all of the citations were easily explainable. They were not some kind of willful thing that that people that are slum people or that want just don't care about the property. Okay, for example, we went to a convention and we were out of town for several days, and so they said, well, you got tires, and this is what it says. You can read it. Tires plural, and you got boxes all over the place. Now you can see the picture in what they sent. Okay, however, easy to explain. What happened was that there was a terrible ice storm. I took a donut, the spare, because I parked up on the yard, and so that it wouldn't slide down because it was terrible. And then we left out of town. But the boxes that they're talking about, I put on top of the trash can. See, and so we get back. There's 3 or 4 boxes, and the ice had just made like I've never seen it before. The spare tire, as well as 3 or 4 boxes, it stuck. And I did everything I could. I called the building inspectors because we had just got the second notice, and I said, look, I need just a few more days. They said no. So I appealed. They turned down the appeal. So there was a mean spirit that we had in our relationship, and it just got worse from there. I mean, they cut down trees that have been there for over a generation.
Yeah, let's see if there's any questions or comments from
Okay,
the council.
sorry.
I guess my thought is that, well, I guess I was under the assumption when you first presented yourself in public comment that it was a house that you owned the house. I guess I just think about what's it going to be when you're done doing the gardening there, and then where's the what's left? What if you leave your leased property, and I'm looking at long term, not
Even
so
if I
much short
left the
term.
lease property, Councilman, I would still probably more than not still be gardening, regardless to whether we live next door or not. You see, because we had almost a whole block, and not only that, property on 12th Street. You see, so we had a lot of property, and we were working it, and we had help. We had 3 or 4 grants that we even got from parts of the city and seed companies and what have you. And so we had youngsters that we were teaching. We were paying them. You see, and so it shouldn't have mattered. That's mine. If we leased the property and didn't own the property, that shouldn't have mattered to me, because we never had a problem with the building inspectors, for all those years until really after we got kicked off the land. Never had a problem.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Any further questions?
Yeah, I just want to make a quick comment. I think that we got to be very careful when we make the assumption about property that's being bought in the first ward, because there's quite a bit of property that's been purchased in the first ward for the purpose of gardens. I know firsthand there's 3 of them adjacent to me that are privately owned, and they're being used for gardens, and the residents do not live in that area. I have constant complaints to Miles. I have constant complaints to whoever's running the community garden or the urban garden about the upkeep. I feel comfortable. I feel no issue at all with Mr. Bahamut going forward with this sale. This man is a man of his word. If he has an issue with anything, he will discuss it with whoever's in charge to make sure the issue was cleared up. I can't say that for the other ones who own gardens within First Ward. I don't know who these people are, and it's a constant issue every single season.
Okay, that's great. Anybody else? Any further comment?
Yes, I'd like to clarify that statement with Miles. Do you know anything of whether those other gardens are like owned by people that are not with non-adjacent ownership, I guess?
There are a large volume of vacant lots throughout the first ward and beyond that in other parts of the city too, but they're predominantly in the first ward. Some owned by the city and are in the community garden program that you're all familiar with. There are now fewer than, I think, 20 sites in that program. But many others, as Alderman Robinson describes, are privately owned. There's not a house nearby them, and they are under tillage for urban gardens.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
To,
May I-
Very
to
good. Go ahead.
clarify,
Yes.
the motion is to approve the sale, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Okay.
All right. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
and Robinson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 9B.
Report from administration regarding changes to the Rock Island Code of Ordinances, Chapter 2, Article 1, Section 2-5 and 2-6, Legal Department, Article 3, Division 2, Section 2-67 and 2-70, City Manager Appointment and Removal, and Chapter 11, Article 2, Community and Economic Development Ordinances, first reading.
Move to consider the changes to the ordinance.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
The section regarding city manager appointment and removal, is it, to make sure I understand what is being proposed here, is this the proposal that it requires effectively supermajority to remove
Correct.
the city manager? A parliamentary question, am I able to make a motion to separate that from
Yes.
the other ones?
Absolutely.
I would like to make a motion to separate that ordinance change from the other ones included in the motion.
So are you asking?
They're listed as 3 separate ordinances, so if we just want to go one by one for each, we can have a vote on each one.
So I will need 3 separate motions though. So let's go and go for the first one, which is Article 1, Section 2-5 and 2-6, Legal Department. I need a first and a second.
Move to approve the changes to the ordinance.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis,
Aye.
and Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The next one is Article 3, Division 2, Section 2-67 and 2-70, City Manager Appointment and Removal.
I'm sorry. Move to consider the changes in the ordinance.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
No.
Pulis,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Motion carries. The third one, Chapter 11, Article 2, Community and Economic Development.
Move to consider and change the ordinances. Or ordinance, I guess.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
and Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 10.
Consent agenda items A through G.
Move to approve consent agenda items A through G.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
and Robinson.
Aye.
Item 11A.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $20,856.50 to McClintock Trucking and Excavating of Silvis, Illinois for the Water Service and Sewer Lateral Repair Program.
Move to approve the claim.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Due to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself from this vote.
Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt,
Aye.
Maynard,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Pulis,
Aye.
Healy,
Aye.
and Robinson.
Item number 11B.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a purchase in the amount of $99,500 to Crawford Company, Rock Island, Illinois, for 2 vendor stalls as part of the Rebuild Downtown Rock Island Improvement Project.
Motion to approve the purchase and authorize the city manager to execute the purchase agreement.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 12A.
Report from the Community Development Department regarding a memorandum of understanding with the Rock Island Housing Authority.
Move to approve the memorandum of understanding and authorize the city manager to execute the document.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 12B.
Report from Administration and the ARPA Tourism Community regarding an interagency agreement between the City of Rock Island Administration and the Parks and Recreation Department for the schematic design and planning phase for improvements at the Genesius Guild, the Performing Arts Theater in Lincoln Park. It's the outdoor one in the amount of $26,000 ARPA funds.
All right, thank you. Move to approve the agreement subject to minor attorney modifications and authorize the city manager and Parks and Recreation Director to execute the agreement.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
I was just going to say, I'm glad to see, if this passes, I'll be glad to see the improvements there.
Yeah.
Much needed. And
Yes, it is. Roll call.
And thank you to our partners at the Genesius Guild for a long-standing presence in that part of the city and for everything that you do.
Yep. Yeah. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 12C.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a bid award and contract in the amount of $10,650 to General Constructors of Bettendorf, Iowa for the Weir Rehabilitation Project.
Motion to award the bid, approve the contract, and authorize the city manager to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Due to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself from this as well.
Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 12D.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the Community Project Funding Grant Agreement for the Rock Island Parkway and 35th Street West Intersection Reconstruction Project.
Motion to approve the grant agreement and authorize the city manager and city engineer to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 12E.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the renewal of the Coast Guard auxiliary lease at Sunset Marina.
Motion to approve the lease as written and authorize the city manager to execute the lease.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
12F.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the renewal of the Sunset Marina apartment rental lease agreement.
Motion to approve the lease agreement as written and authorize the city manager to execute the lease agreement.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 12G.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a bid award and contract in the amount of $723,494.38 to Langman Construction of Rock Island for the 28th Street Court and 32nd Court Reconstruction Project motor fuel tax funds.
Move to approve the contract and authorize the city manager to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I
Due
just-
to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself from this vote as well.
Okay. And I just want to thank Public Works for getting to this point on this. They will be so happy.
Usually I'm with street stuff. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Lehman. Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 13A.
Report from the Community Development Department regarding a downtown TIF district feasibility study.
Move to approve the downtown TIF feasibility study and authorize staff to distribute it to all affected taxing bodies.
Second.
Moved second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 13B.
Report from the Economic Development Department regarding assistance to businesses impacted by the downtown construction.
Move to approve the program and authorize the city manager to execute the program agreements.
Second.
Moved second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 14A.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Biggs Big World LLC of Des Moines, Iowa for sound amplification and to close 4th Street south of 11th Avenue on Saturday, September 28th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. for an event to raise mental health awareness.
Motion to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 14B.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Hobart Estate to close the north entrance of 24th Street on Saturday, October 12th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. for their annual Oktoberfest and a request for the outdoor consumption of alcohol in the fenced-in area of the front lawn.
Move to approve the request as recommended, subject to complying with all liquor license regulations and subject to being shut down early if complaints are received.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Maynard.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 15. Other business. New business. Good for the cause.
So we can talk about them now that they passed. I think that's major steps towards the downtown. So, I hope this TIF thing does continue down this way. My business, I got a TIF, so money from the TIF, and that's why I came to the city of Rock Island. So, being involved in that, anything we can do to continue businesses that are down there and to bring new in, I think we have to. We have to give tools for the tool belt for the city. So thank you to all.
Yes, correct. Okay. Anything else one wants to bring up? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Moved to second. Any discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.